I will solve question number 2. In question number 2, it is said that in figure 6.40, angle x is given as 62 degrees. So we have a triangle XYZ. Here angle x is given as 62 degree. Angle XYZ is 54. Angle XYZ, the total angle is 54. Now, if YO and ZO are the bisectors of angle XYZ and XZY respectively of triangle XYZ. So we have a triangle XYZ. Now it is said YO is the bisector of XYZ. XYZ is the given angle and YO is bisecting it. Bisecting means dividing into two equal halves. Okay, so if we divide this particular angle into two equal halves, that means this particular angle is equals to this particular angle. Both of them are equal. Similarly, ZO are the bisectors of angle XZY. XZY. So here there is the angle created. Now ZO is bisecting this particular angle. And here we are getting two equal angles here. Okay. Angle Y and angle Z here are not equal. They are different. But YO is bisecting this one and ZO is bisecting this one. Now let's see what we have to find out. Find OZY. OZY, that means we have to find out this particular angle and we have to find out YOZ, that is YOZ, this one as well. So these two angles we have to find out. Okay. So let us first write down whatever information has been given here. So angle X is 62 degree, angle XYZ is 54 degree. Next, what has been given? YO is the bisector of this particular angle. So that's why since XYZ is bisected by YO, that means that these two angles are equal. Therefore, XYO is equals to OYZ. That means XYO equals to OYZ. Reason is YO is the bisector. We will mark it as equation 1. Similarly, ZO is the bisector. That means these two angles are equal. So naturally we can say XZO, that means this angle, is equals to OZY, that is this angle. So these two are equal. We have written it down and marked it as equation 2, followed by the reason. Next, in triangle XYZ, in XYZ, what is our target? Our target is to find out the value of these two angles. Okay, if we get the value of these two angles and if we get this particular angle, then we'll get this particular value. Okay, so to find out the value of this particular angle, we have to find out the value of Z, right? So for that, what we will do, we know the value of angle X, we know the angle of total angle Y. So naturally we can find out the value of Z using angle sum property of a triangle. So in triangle XYZ, by angle sum property of a triangle, angle X plus angle XYZ, so this angle plus this angle is equals to 180. So we know the values of these two, we have put the values and only XYZ is not known to us. Let us calculate and we'll get the value as 64 degree. Now, we do not actually need angle XYZ. This entire angle is not required. They did not ask for it. What they have asked for is half of it, right? OZY. Now we know that angle XZY is divided into two parts. One part is OZY, another part is XZO. So if we divide this total angle by 2, we will get the value of this particular angle which has been asked for here. Okay, so that's why we are writing this one as the sum of these two angles. This total angle is the sum of these two. So that's what we have written here. Now, since we need the value of OZY, that's why we are writing this one as OZY plus OZY. That will be equal to twice of OZY. Okay, so by equation 2, we can say that this will be twice of OZY. Okay, now from here we can calculate divided by 2 and we will get the value of OZY as 32. So here OZY will be divided by 64. Okay, 64 by 2, that is equals to 32. So ultimately we are getting OZY as 32 degree. Okay, so we are boxing each important point. Please keep it in your mind. After we get this value, so this is one value that we have obtained. Next we have to find out the value of YOZ. YOZ is right over here. So to find out the value of this particular angle, as OYZ is also a triangle, we need the value of the other two angles as well. If we know the value of this angle and if we know the value of this angle, then we can write it as 180 minus this plus this, using the angle sum property of a triangle, right? So that's what we're going to do. But before that, we have to find out this angle, right? So we know that YO is the bisector, right? Since it is the bisector, if we divide this angle by 2, we will get the value of this angle. So here by equation 1, OYZ is equals to half of XYZ. 8 are half as it is bisected. So half of angle of 54 degree. So just calculate it and we'll get OYZ as 27. Now this angle is 27 degree and this angle is 32 degree, right? These two are known to us. Therefore, in triangle OYZ, using angle sum property, we will get the sum of all the angles equals to 180. Put the respective values here and here. YOZ is unknown to us. Calculate and we will get angle YOZ as 121 degree. Finally, we will write down the two solutions here. Now we'll solve question number 3. It's given in figure 6.14. If AB is parallel to DE, that means AB is parallel to DE, and angle BAC equals to 35. BAC, this angle is given as 35. And angle CDE is 53. Angle CDE is given as 53. We have to find out the value of DCE. DCE, that means this particular angle we have to find out. So it's a very easy sum. So what can we do here? So we can see that AB is parallel to DE. That means we can consider AE as a transversal. So if AE is a transversal, we can say that angle A is equal to angle E, right? These two are equal because they are alternate angle. So BAE is equals to AED. So that's what we have written here. Okay. So since AB is parallel to DE and AE being the transversal, BAE is equals to AED. And BAE is given as 35 degree. So ultimately AED is also 35 degree. Box this value. Now what do we have to do? We have to find out the value of DCE. This is the one that we have to find out. So since in triangle CDE we know the values of angle D and angle E, then we can easily find out the value of angle C, right? By angle sum property of a triangle. So in triangle CDE, by angle sum property of a triangle, DCE, this angle, plus CDE plus CED is equals to 180, right? We know the values of these two angles. So this is also 35. So we know the values of these two angles. We will put the values, that is equals to 180. So now just calculate. This part will go to the other side, will become 180 degree minus 88. So ultimately angle DCE will be 92 degree. So this angle will be 92. Please box the answer. So let's solve question number 4 now. In figure 6.42, if lines PQ and RS intersect at point T such that angle PRT is 40 degree, angle RPT is equals to 95 degree and angle TSQ is 75 degree, find SQT. Okay, so here in the given diagram it is given angle RPT is 95 degree, angle PRT, this one is 40 degree, okay, and angle TSQ, this angle is 75 degree. So these three angles are given, so we will write down whatever information is provided. Next it is said that we have to find out the value of SQT. SQT, that means this one we need to find out, right? Now from the given diagram what can we see? That PQ and RS are what? PQ and RS are two straight lines which are intersecting at T, So we can easily say that this angle is equal to this one because they are vertically opposite, right? So if we find out this value, we will get this value. And if we find out this particular value, then we will get two angles of a triangle. So ultimately, using angle sum property, we can find out the third one. So let's start. So in triangle PRT, in this particular triangle, using the angle sum property, this angle plus this angle plus this angle is equals to 180. So that's what we have written over here. Now we will put the values. Okay. Now we are getting angle PRT and plus 40 degree plus 95 is equals to 180 degree. Calculate for angle PRT and ultimately the answer is coming as 45. So angle PRT is coming out as 45 degree. Okay. Now since these two angles are vertically opposite, this is also 45 degree. So let's write down angle STQ. Angle STQ is equals to angle PTR because they are vertically opposite. So angle STQ will be also 45 degree. Now in triangle STQ, once we get this value, we will use the angle sum property of the triangle STQ. Okay. So the sum of the three angles is equals to 180. Sum of the three angles is 180. Put the values that we have got. Okay. This is 75 as it is already given. And this is 45 because of equation 1. So ultimately we will solve for SQT and we will get the answer as angle SQT is 60 degree. This is, they have asked for angle SQT. So that's the end of question number 4.